So the next recursive program that we are going to understand is binary search algorithm. So before we get into the program, first you must understand what is binary search. So there are two searching techniques which are available, very famous searching techniques which are available, which is linear search and then binary search. So what is linear search? Search, it's first of all, what do you mean by search? I want to search in the given list of elements. I want to check whether the element that I am looking for is present in the list or not. That is your search. So if it is found, it has to say, so in which position it is available. If it is not found, then it has to say that the element not found in the list. Okay, that is what searching is. So what do you mean by linear search? So linear search is nothing but where I will be taking the first element and then I will be checking. So for example, I am having a list of admission numbers. So in the list of admission numbers, I'm looking for one particular admission number and I want to check whether this particular admission number is present in the list of admission number of my class. So in that case, I will be checking one by one the first admission number, second admission number, and so on, right? Okay, so and then if it is matching, you will say it is present. Okay, if there are 50 children, so depending on the position, it will take the number of iteration, right? Okay, the comparison, it is depending on the position of the element. Okay, so that is your linear search. So searching the element sequentially one by one, that is your linear search algorithm. So the problem with the linear search algorithm is if the element is present in 40th or 50th place, then you have to do 50 comparison, that is 39 40th comparison only you will be able to find, find the element is present in the list. Okay, so to avoid that problem, there is a solution called binary search. So binary, what do you mean by binary? From the name itself you will be able to understand. Bi means two. So in the binary search, what am I going to do is I am going to divide my list of element into two. Okay, so and I am going to check whether it is present in the first half or in the second half. So if it is present in the first half, I will proceed my search only in the first half. So if it is present in the second half, I am going to proceed in the second half only. That is, I will be repeatedly reducing my number of comparison. So for doing that particular thing, the only condition is the array must be sorted order. That is, either in a ascending order or in descending order, the list of elements should be sorted. So if it is a sorted list, then it is reduce, it will considerably reduce the number of comparison. Okay, so first let us understand what is binary search. So this is a popular search technique that searches an item in a minimum possible comparison. It will work only for a sorted array. Sorted array, that is, the array or the list of elements must be in the sorted order. Okay, so from smallest number to biggest number or biggest number to smallest number, whatever, any one order it should be there. So in binary search, the item is searched for in a smaller segment. Okay, nearly half of the previous segment after every stage. Okay, so look at this image. So here this is my list of elements. Okay, it can be a list of 100 elements or 200 elements or whatever. So this is the first element and this is the last element. So with the first and last element, I will be finding the mid element. Okay, so and then I'll be checking whether the item that you are looking for, okay, whatever the item that you wanted to search, whether it is less than the mid element or greater than the mid element. Okay, so if it is less than the mid element, what will happen? The element must be present only from beginning to this mid minus 1. From only in this portion the element must be present, because the element is, the array is in sorted order, right? Okay, so here in the next comparison, I'll be doing the searching only in the very first half. So in the first half, I'll be again calculating the mid element, considering the end as mid minus 1. Whatever the mid minus 1 value, that will become new end. I will not even go for the second half of the n elements, right? Because whatever the item that you are looking for, it is less than mid. Okay, so definitely it should present in the first half of the array. Okay, so now in my second search I will be changing my n position to mid minus 1, that is the element before the mid element. Till that I will be doing the searching. So here again I will be calculating mid element, again I will be checking the value that I am looking for with the mid element, and then if it is present in this particular half, then I will be changing the beginning. Now the new beginning is mid plus 1, that is after the mid element, whatever the element that is present from there to end. Okay, so I will be repeat until I found the element, or until I conclude that the element is no more present, it's not at all present in the list. Okay, so here binary search, so every single time I'm dividing the list of elements into half, that is two sets, and then I will be doing the search. Okay, so that is why it is termed as a binary search algorithm. Okay, so now look at the algorithm here. Look at the binary search algorithm that is given. So first what am I doing is set beginning is equal to L, last is equal to U. That is, so I am going to store the list of elements in a list. Okay, list or tuple or whatever. Okay, and then the index, the position of the first element. Okay, I'll be setting it as, that is I am assigning it to the variable beginning, and the index of the last element I am assigning to last. So with that value I am going to repeat the steps. While beginning less than or is equal to last, perform steps 3 to 6. So what is the third step? So I am calculating the mid value. So mid is equal to beginning plus last divided by 2. Okay, so that is if it is 10 elements, 0 plus 10 divided by 2, which will give you 5. Okay, so 5 is the middle element. Okay, and I am checking if A of mid is equal to item. Okay, so if the mid item is the item that you are looking for, then you are saying search successful, and then you are printing. And what is this? So when I say this, immediately you can say that it is your base case. Okay, so here if AR of mid is less than item, that is whatever the item that you are looking for. Okay, so if it is greater than the middle element AR of mid, and this is the item that you are looking for. Okay, whatever the item, this is a greater one. Okay, so in that case beginning is equal to mid plus 1, whatever the mid value. So from the mid plus 1 position you are going to change. So with the new beginning and n, you have to repeat the task, right? Okay, so and then if AR of mid is greater than item, okay, that is the item that you are looking for is lesser than the middle item, then the last value is equal to mid minus 1. Okay, from the beginning till mid minus 1 you have to do. Okay, that is, so in these two cases you have to change the value of beginning and last, and you have to again do the binary search. Okay, so and then if beginning not equal to last, okay, so there will be condition. Okay, when the item is not at all found, then this condition will be satisfied. At that time you will be able to say it is search is unsuccessful, right? Okay, so this is your binary search algorithm. So let us understand this algorithm with the help of an example. Okay, so these are all the list of elements. I am going to apply that logic, and then I am going to check how it is working. Okay, so this is my 0th index. There are 10 elements, and this is the 9th index. Okay, so just the index I have given, and then I want to find the value 44. Okay, so here it is 44. I am going to see how I will be able to find it. Okay, so what is the very first step? So beginning value should be assigned with the 0th index, and the last value is the final index. Okay, last value is 9. Okay, now calculate the mid value. So beginning plus last, so beginning plus last divided by 2, so it is 0 plus 9. 9 divided by 2, you have to just take the integer value alone. You cannot have the floating point value as a subscript, so you are just taking the integer value. Okay, the integer value is 4. Okay, so if data of mid is less than item, what is data of mid? So this is the array, this is the list data. Okay, data of mid is data of 4. What is there in fourth index? 23. Is 23 is less than 44? Yes, it is. That is your item that you are checking for. So that is present in the second half. It is greater than the mid element. So in that case, that is, this is 44 is greater than 23. So in that case, so these set of elements need not be searched. It is enough to search from 5 to 9. Right? Okay, that is the point. That is what binary search algorithm is. Okay, so beginning is equal to mid plus 1. Now I am changing my position, that is I am changing my search location to 4 plus 1, which will become 5. So from 5 to 9 I am going to do the search. So with the beginning value 5, the last value is still the same. I didn't change that. So now mid is equal to 5 plus 9 divided by 2. So what is 5 plus 9? It is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay. So what is there in 7th index? It is 37. So 37 less than 44, which means, so whatever the element that you are looking for, it is present in the second half of the list, that is it is greater. So it is, you have to do the searching from the next position onwards. So now the beginning is equal to mid plus 1. What is the mid value? 7. 7 plus 1, 8. So when it comes 8, okay, so again now the beginning value is 8. Here you have to calculate the mid value. So now the mid value is, so beginning value is 8 and the end value is 9. 8 plus 9, which is 17, divided by 2, which will give you the mid value as 8. So in 8th position, what element is there? Whatever the element that you are looking for, which is present. So if 44 is equal to 44 as the condition satisfied, so search successful, your the condition is satisfied, the stop, what is that, the base case is reached, so you will stop the searching, right? Okay, so this is how your binary search algorithm works. Now look at the program for this. So this is def binary search of, so what are all the values that you need to pass? So it is whatever the array, that is the list of element, what is the element that you are looking for, and what is the new list of elements that you supposed to search, low comma high, because it keeps on change, right? Okay, either you will be doing from low to mid minus 1 or mid plus 1 to high. So till that you will be doing. So you are passing 4 parameters. So if low is greater than high, okay, in that case the element not present, you are just returning some value to indicate that this value you will be checking in your main program. Okay, so if low is high, greater than high, which means that the element, this condition will be satisfied when the item that you are looking for, it's not found in the list. In that case you are returning the value minus 999. Okay, otherwise you are calculating the mid value. So if it is the same algorithm, if key is equal to AR of mid, return the value mid. Okay, there are two base cases. Okay, return the value, known value. Okay, so the index value here you are returning. Otherwise, if the key value is less than AR of mid, whatever the item that you are looking for, it is lesser than the mid value. So if it is lesser, you have to change the high value to mid minus 1, the element before the mid element. So and then again you have to do the binary search with the new list of element, with the new shorted new reduced list, you have to do that. Okay, so return of bin search of AR comma key comma low comma high. Low having the same value, now high value, it is a mid minus 1. With that again this will be executed. So otherwise, so low is equal to mid plus 1, that is if it is key is greater than AR of mid, it is not equal, it is not lesser, then it must be greater. So if it is greater, then I am changing the low value to mid plus 1 and I am calling the same function again. Okay, AR comma key comma low comma high. Okay, so this is the list of element, this is my top level statement. So this is the list of elements, and then item, whatever the item that you are would like to search, so you read the item and then result is equal to binary search of array comma item comma 0. At the beginning you have to give the beginning value as 0 and the end value is whatever the length of list minus 1, right? Okay, so last index is will present in the whatever the length minus 1th index. Okay, so you are giving length of whatever the array minus 1. So if result is greater than 0, then greater than or equal to 0, then the element is present in the particular index. Okay, so if it is not, if it is lesser value, then you are saying that the item not found. Okay, so this is your binary search recursive program, and this is the output. So with the item found and the item not found in the array, right? Okay, so this is your binary search algorithm. So these are all the programs which are given in your book and which you are all expected to understand. Okay, there is one more small topic which is present, which we will discuss in the next class. So with with some more book back exercises we will discuss. Okay, so that's all for today's session, children. Thank you.